So I am just going to do this video, and I know some of y'all out there are going to unsubscribe because some of y'all out there hate to hear me talk. And I am sorry that some of y'all just want me to feed you and give you my recipes and don't want to hear me talk, don't want to know that I'm a real person with a real life and real life struggles. But surprise, surprise, you guys, I'm real. I don't just cook. So if you don't want to hear this video, you can feel free to turn it off now. I will be back with a cooking video some other time. So this is just going to be a little update for those who are wondering where I have been. So some of you may know, some of you may not know, because most of you probably just watch my cooking videos, but I have something that is called spinal muscular atrophy. I have type 3. It is a genetic disease where there is no cure. It is a muscle wasting disease. There is no cure for it, so it'll never go away. But there is a treatment that I have to get every 4 months. So it involves a lumbar puncture. So what they have to do is they have to give me a lumbar puncture. They have to go into my spinal cord. They have to go into the fluid around my spinal cord and withdraw spinal fluid and then inject the medicine into my spinal fluid right around the spinal cord every 4 months. And there's always a chance that you're going to get a bad reaction to that. So you could get a lumbar puncture leak, and I've had 14 treatments so far and I've never had a bad reaction. Well, a couple weeks ago when I had the lumbar puncture, it was the easiest one I've ever had. It did not take very long for the person who gave it to me to administer the medication. It went so smooth, but I developed a lumbar puncture leak. And if anybody has ever had one of those, they know it is not fun. So you have to just lay still on your back, and if you sit up, you feel very nauseous, you have really extreme pressure. So what it is the hole where they punctured your spinal cord, or whatever the area by your spinal cord, it doesn't heal, so your fluid keeps leaking out. And so your brain is sitting in this fluid and it's kind of gets bogged down because it's not floating like it should in the fluid. So I swear it felt like my brain was being sucked down into my spine. It did not feel good at all. So the treatment for that is time. And if it does not heal, then you have to go get what's called a blood patch, where they withdraw some of the blood from you and they inject it into the area where you had the treatment, and it's supposed to create like a blood clot to excuse me, it's supposed to create like a blood clot to patch up that hole where the puncture was. So I'm going to talk to you while I'm getting ready, so just bear with me. So I just waited. I called in. I never had one before, and they told me just to wait and see if it went away on its own. So I waited, and it took about 4 days, probably 4 days, for me to start feeling halfway normal. A couple days after, I tried to go into work, which is about an hour away, an hour drive on a good day, you know. So it took me about an hour to get there. That morning, I went into work, and it took me about an hour to get there. And by the time I got there, I felt horrible. You know, I had gotten up hours ahead of time. And the thing is, when you have this leak, you feel better in the morning because you've laid down for so long, and that leak slows way down. So it has time for the fluid to build up in your cord, you know. So I thought that I was doing better. I thought that it had healed. I thought it was done. And I got up early that morning, and I thought the only way to know if I'm better is to get up and actually move around. And so I had gotten up super early. I felt very, very good. So hours later, I left for work and I felt good, but on the way to work, I started feeling a little bit of pressure coming on. And I thought, oh Lord, if it's just a little bit of pressure, I can handle it. By the time I got into work, I was feeling the horrible headache, the horrible pains in my neck, and the tightness and the pain down my arm, and the numbness in my fingers, and it was really bad. So I ran the reports that I was going to run that morning, and I told them, I said, sorry, I got to go home. So I was only at work for like maybe 30 minutes, and I told them I got to go. There's no way I can stay. So it was a waste of time, and the traffic was horrible by the time I left. So it took me even longer to get home. And by the time I got home, I was so nauseous. And that was really the wrong thing for me to do, because it took days for me to recover just from that trip of me going into work. So it was an awful experience. I didn't end up having to go in for a blood patch. It ended up healing on its own. I had also really plugged up ears, and I have had tinnitus for years now, ever since I got the jab years ago. So anyways, that has never gone away, but let me tell you, that was accentuated times 10 after this leak that I got. It was really, really bad. So that is the first thing that happened to me. So I ended up feeling better, going back to work on that Monday. Going back to work the next Monday, and then Tuesday, no, that was something else. My cat's over there sneezing. So after that leak healed, I did end up going back to work, and I was working some long hours trying to catch up on the things I had missed out on. And during that week I was back at work, my husband started feeling a little ill. I'm not picking my nose, I'm itching my nostril on the side right there. I wasn't picking it. Anyways, so my husband started feeling a little bit sick, and he ended up staying home on that last Thursday and Friday, and I was still going into work. Saturday I had to work some overtime. We had not done inventory in a while, so I went in and did inventory. Well, that Saturday when I got home from working inventory and working some overtime that day, I started feeling a little ill. Well, I told him, he had went to urgent care and ended up getting tested that day and had tested positive for COVID. Great, right? So I really have a good immune system. But I ended up starting to feel ill that Saturday after coming home from doing the inventory. So I started feeling ill, and I just knew it was not good. By the time I woke up on Sunday, I knew I was sick. It was getting worse and worse. Now, we were off on Monday because of Labor Day. So I ended up, when my husband had went in, I had him get some COVID tests, right? So I took a COVID test, and lo and behold, guess who has COVID? So now I have COVID, and I ended up telling my boss I can't come in. And I did a video appointment with Kaiser and let them know now I've tested positive, and they called me in the antiviral medication, which is Paxlovid. So ended up getting the antiviral medication and started taking that the same day. So I started taking that on Monday. Well, let me tell you what, that Paxlovid is not good. That, I hate it. It is the worst medication ever. Maybe I should have just let COVID run its course, because first of all, it ended up making me, and this is going to be TMI. If you don't want to hear it, just log off, because I'm just going to be blunt and I'm going to tell it like it is. That Paxlovid ended up making me so nauseous, it ended up making me throw up and have the worst diarrhea of my life. I could not stay off the toilet. I had it coming out both ends at the same time. Thank the Lord I had some Zofran left from in March or May or whatever, whenever I dealt with the gallbladder issue and I was nauseous. So thank God I had exactly the right amount of pills to take for each pill of Paxlovid that I had to take. So they gave you 10, you have to take 5 days worth 2 times a day. So I had exactly enough to take for the rest of the time that I had to take Paxlovid. So each day it got a little better. I wasn't throwing up anymore, but that other issue, that took days to remedy itself. And the other thing is, it gives you the worst taste of metal in your mouth. I'm telling you, right now, I feel like I've been sucking on a rusty pipe, and it's horrible. And just when it just when that taste starts, well, I can't even talk. It tastes like crap. That's how bad it is. I can't even talk. Just when that metallic taste starts going away, that's when your next dose is, and you gotta take your next set of pills. It's horrible. And it's not even a cure. It's not like it's an antibiotic. It's an antiviral. I don't even know. I don't know what it's going to do to me. I probably shouldn't have never took it. I don't know. It's just supposed to lessen the severity and keep you out of the hospital. I don't know. I don't know if I did a good thing or a bad thing, but today's my last day of taking it. So I've been out of work all week today, or all this week, and this is Friday, and I finally feel halfway normal, but I don't know if you can hear it in my voice still. I'm still getting worn out easy. I'm trying to live somewhat of a normal existence today. That's why I showered, and I'm gonna maybe do my hair and makeup. I don't know why. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit at the house, but I've been not doing anything for so many days that I feel like maybe I should. And just to even get my stamina back, that's what I feel like I need to just move around the house and do normal things. So anyways, you guys, that's where I've been. That's why I haven't been making any videos or doing any kind of cooking. I have a notebook full of stuff that I've been writing down in, of stuff I'd like to do, but that's just pipe dreams at this point, because I hadn't had any energy to do it. And Jen, I know that I have promised you I was going to be tweaking this bread that I used to make, and trust me, I made a Walmart order and had it delivered to my porch, and we did not open the door, so I didn't pass COVID to nobody. But I had a Walmart order delivered to my front porch, and in that delivery, I had some pickles and some lettuce leaves, and what else did I have? Some spicy mustard and some lunch meat, in anticipation of me feeling better and making some bread. Because my husband loves sandwiches too, and you know what sounds good to me is a BLT. I don't care nothing about those that lunch meat. I want a BLT. So if I feel better, maybe later I'll make the bread. So that's my plans, is to at least hopefully make some bread this weekend and show you guys how I do my white bread. And it is the egg white bread, but it doesn't taste foamy, and it doesn't make you choke, and it doesn't suck the life out of your soul. So it's good. But I'm going to try to tweak it and see if we can do it without the acacia fiber, because I did it with acacia fiber or oak fiber, and it was just a teeny tiny bit. So I might make one loaf with it because I already know I like it with it, and then I think I'm going to try another loaf with the total milk protein and see how it turns out. So I don't know, we're just going to play around with it. But again, I said it was going to be a quick video, and it's not. I lied. Sorry. Sue me. That's how it is. Welcome to my messy life, people. Welcome to my messy life. You know what? When I took a shower today, I looked in the mirror and I know my eyebrows are jacked up, you guys, but I always shave. I know I've said this before, but I don't know who knows. But I don't like the way my eyebrows are shaped, so I always shave the ends of them off so that I can draw them on. Well, let me tell you, I hadn't tweezed my eyebrows in so long. It looked like caterpillars. They were so thick. Oh my gosh. It was horrible. I think that it was a brand new razor. I probably need a new razor already. I swear it looked like a furry caterpillar when I looked at my eyebrow. Anyways, you guys, I am going to sign off here, do the rest of my makeup, maybe put on some mascara, but I need to at least put on the ends of my eyebrows. All right, you guys, I will talk to y'all later, and that's where I've been. I've been sick, dealing with everything, spinal fluid leak and COVID and the crazy world we live in, you know? And you guys, dealing with this sickness, all I've wanted is junk, I swear. So I have not been doing good on my diet because I've been having popsicles, and not the good kind. Well, not popsicles, that Lindy's Italian ice or whatever it's called. So I've had some Lindy's Italian ice. Nothing tastes good except that. Lindy's Italian ice, and I have not been eating well. So, well, I need to get better. I need to get back on course. So this is real life. I have not been the best at my keto or carnivore or low carb or any kind of diet. So, just telling it like it is, you guys. I have got to get back on the horse. And we're going to do this, and I got to start now. So, I am just letting y'all know life is not always full of sunshine and rainbows. It's messy, and we face our struggles. Everybody has their own. As y'all know, if you didn't hear, I put up my song. I didn't sing it. It was AI that sang it. For those of you who thought I sang it, bless you for thinking I can sing like that. It was AI that sang that song for me. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you thinking that I could do that. Anyways, y'all, I am going to sign off here and finish my other eyebrow so I don't look like a freak. Thanks for joining me and listening to me rant and rave about my messy life. I hope you guys are doing fine and you are in good health, and I will catch you again here next time. Bye.